Today I'm talking about the Merrick Bank Credit Card, the Merrick Double Your Line Secured Visa Card. This secured card is ideal for people who have had problems getting approved for other credit cards, even other secured cards. This card is a low-fee option for people that don't have the best credit scores. So if you have been denied for credit by other banks, then this Merrick Bank credit card could be exactly what you need. Keep in mind there are different Merrick Bank credit card offers, both secured and unsecured, but I'm focusing today on the Merrick Double Your Line Secured Visa Card. I think this is a great option to help people rebuild their credit. You're going to see how simple it is, how it works, and whether it could possibly work for you. Many times people receive invitation offers in the mail, but you don't need to wait for a letter to come in the mailbox. I do have a link telling you more about Merrick Bank in the description below, so definitely check that out. But Merrick Bank allows you to apply for 2 different secured credit cards. You have the standard secured card and then the Double Your Line secured credit card. I prefer the Merrick Bank Double Your Line because when you make all of your payments on time for 7 months, they're going to double your initial deposit. So start off with just putting a small $200 deposit, and then in a short amount of time, you'll have a $400 line of credit. And periodically, they give out credit line increases without any further deposit. As you can imagine, as with other credit cards for people with poor credit, this secured card does not have any rewards with this card. There are secured cards today that do earn rewards, not in this particular case. You're simply going to be using it, making small purchases every month to help build up your credit score. Your first year's annual fee, you will be charged $36, and then after that they will charge you monthly $3 a month, which equals again to $36, but at this point you're going to be charged $3 a month in order to hold this card. So you can decide up to a certain point on how long you want to keep this card. And also, when you're thinking of canceling this card, it doesn't hurt to call customer service and ask them if they could remove the annual fee, and then it would be a card that you could hold on to longer and keep that on your credit history. So you can see here that this is what you need to have in order to be eligible for a Merrick Bank secured credit card. Of course, you need to be 18 years old and you need to make a security deposit, but here are some of the other points that you need to meet in order to be considered for this application. So how this works for this Merrick Bank credit card is that you need to fill out the application completely, and once you send in that security deposit, then your application will be reviewed. Now, not everybody gets approved for this secured credit card. A lot of people do, but by any chance you get denied for this secured credit card, you have made that deposit of a minimum of $200, but if you get denied within 30 days, that security deposit will be refunded back to you. One question you might have is, if I make my security deposit of $200, then later I decide to make another security deposit, maybe say $300. By the end of 7 months, will my credit line increase to $1,000? No, it will not. That first security deposit you made of $200 will be doubled, and then you add the additional $300 you made later, and your credit line will now be $700. You do have the ability to deposit up to $3,000 if you wanted to, but one of the benefits I told you about before with Merrick Bank is that they will automatically increase your credit lines without a security deposit. So you can just stay at that initial $200 security deposit, and wait for that increase after 7 months. And after that, you will receive automatic credit line increases depending on what your credit score is. That is not done with every secured credit card. Sometimes they will require that if you want a larger credit line, you need to deposit further funds, but not with Merrick Bank. If you have a friend that is also rebuilding their credit score, make sure you share this video with them. If I'm helping you with this video, I'd appreciate it if you could hit like, and to see any more upcoming videos that I will be doing, hit subscribe and the bell notification. And if by chance you have the other Merrick secured credit card, if this is a question you might be having right now, will you receive automatic credit line increases? Yes, you will. It's just like the Merrick Double Your Line secured card. The only thing is that after 7 months, you don't get an automatic credit line increase of $200. But down the line, you are eligible for credit line increases without another security deposit. So the main negative you have with the Merrick Bank secured credit card is that when you apply, you receive a hard credit inquiry in your report just for applying, and that usually will drop your credit score a few points. I'm not necessarily concerned about that, because if you get approved for this secured credit card, like most people do, you will have the opportunity to build up your credit score. You do want to make sure that if you're going through a bankruptcy, do not apply while you're going through a bankruptcy. Wait till that has completed, and that'll be another factor that can help you get approved for Merrick Bank. Usually, if people get denied, it's because something was left out of their application. But if you're having trouble getting approved for different credit offers, I'm going to leave information on 3 different secured options. All of those will help you get credit lines no matter how poor your credit score is. So you can get your security deposit back with Merrick Bank, but unfortunately it will not graduate. Merrick Bank will not go from secured to unsecured. You can get your security deposit back if you cancel your account, and then that security deposit will be refunded back to you. Plus, with Merrick Bank secured cards, you'll get these perks: monthly reporting to the 3 credit bureaus, FICO score for free each month, and their lowest interest rates. So with Merrick Bank, the interest rate can be considered high, but I would not consider their interest rates high for a secured credit card. This is what their interest rates are at the time I'm doing this video. That can change. I don't think it's going to change much between this range. And you'll notice that with other secured cards, the interest rates could be much higher than this. This Merrick Bank secured Visa card works very similar to the OpenSky Visa secured card. So if you are looking for another option with secured cards, definitely take a look at OpenSky. Last week I uploaded a video talking about the OpenSky secured card, and they now have a OpenSky unsecured card. So if you want to learn a little bit more about OpenSky, I left the link to that video in the description below. I've done a lot of different review videos on secured credit cards, and if you're not sure if Merrick is the one you want, check out my playlist. I've linked it in the description below. You can check out all my videos on secured credit cards. So if you have any of the Merrick Bank credit cards, make sure you leave a comment below. Let us know what you like or dislike about Merrick Bank. In my opinion, Merrick Bank is one of the best secured credit cards you can get if you have a troubled credit history. If you have a lot of negative marks, then Merrick Bank is probably going to be one of the best options you have, because they have lower fees than other secured credit cards. and they can give you automatic credit line increases if you are paying your bill on time every month and you are increasing your credit score. So this is one of the best deals out there for people with less than perfect credit history. So for that reason, it's definitely worth checking out. I left that link in the description. It'll help you maybe answer some questions you might have. Now, if you want to see more videos on different credit cards, check out these over here. I hope you don't forget to hit that like button. It helps me a lot. And subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.